I'm so excited about seminar coming being in Dallas for our 60th anniversary. So I want to welcome all of you guys to Tuesday Night Live. So excited that you guys are all here. You are going to love tonight's training. I spent some time today talking to Cleta, and she shared with me her PowerPoint, and I said, it's okay, I'll just play your video. Brilliant, because don't you guys agree, if the goal's really big, does anybody ever feel like too big? Like, I don't know how to do that. Does anybody else see big numbers and kind of like deer in the headlights? Anybody? Or am I the only one? Okay, a few of you are nodding. So what I found though is when she breaks it down on what to do every week, I'm like, oh, I could totally do that. And so what we realize is that consistency is the key. It's when you're doing a little bit all the time or a little bit more all the time, what a huge difference. So I want to do a shout out to all the directors on here this evening. We've got Melanie Nelson from the Central Coast in California. We've got Crystal Tatum from Texas. We've got Brenda Billington, brand new Mary Kay sales director, soon to be debuting on stage in Dallas from North Carolina. And we've got Lori Lagerstrom from Woodland, California, and of course me from Benicia. So I'm just excited to have all of you on tonight. I do want to share with you, this month is Mary Kay's birthday. And you know how girlfriends, some have a birthday day, some have a birthday week, some have a birthday month. I have a girlfriend who goes, oh, I'm milking it, I'm having a birthday month. But you know, it is Mary Kay's birthday. So tonight, our underlining theme is putting product on faces. Nothing happens until someone sells something. Well, you guys, your customers are busy. They don't want to bother you. They think, I'll call her at whatever time it is, and it may not be the best time. You know, it's just reach out to your customers, reach out to your friends, reach out to your family. Let people know you have product. And if you don't have product, get product, but let people know that you're there to service them. And I'm going to challenge you all now. And Lori and you guys can remind me to bring it up again at the end, but do something in honor of Mary Kay's birthday. So whether you want to do a buy one, get the second at half off, you know, buy a cleanser, get a second cleanser at half off, buy a lipstick, get a second lipstick, or you want to do a special, you could do like a 2-day, you know, a 2-day blitz in honor of Mary Kay's birthday month. And you could do it this weekend. You could do a Saturday, Sunday, 2-day blitz. It doesn't have to be something you plan way out in advance. And remember, you've got Monica's special deals. And if you don't know what those are, go on our unit Facebook page and the link is posted. And you want to save that link in your phone because every month that link is updated. Now I want to tell you a super quick tip. 2 months, I didn't send out the link. I just texted the flyer. And on those 2 months, I had honestly very few customers pick half price items. And I think it was because they didn't know what the half price items were. It was like one of the boosters and soothing eye gel, and they didn't know what they were. But if you send out the link and they open the link, each product has about a 5 to 15 second, not minutes, second video. Well, by the time they watch that, they're like, I'll take one of those. I'll take one of those. So I had a gal yesterday order over $200 worth of stuff from me. And I said, oh my gosh. I said, Dina, you qualify for 4 half price items. Let me send you the sheet. And she's like, seriously? She chose 2 lip liners. She's never bought lip liner from me. She ordered a men's fragrance. She's never bought men's fragrance from me. And she took a second repair eye cream. She'd already ordered one, but she took another one. So, you know, but again, it got her hooked on lip liner and her husband a cologne that they've never bought from me. So women love a deal. So don't forget Monica's special thing. So I'm going to ask each one of the directors to just tell everybody what they're most excited about for May. It's mid-month. We have 7 weeks until the end of the Mary Kay year, which freaks me out. I'm just kidding. It doesn't freak me out. It does a little, but anyway. So Lori, can I have you go first? We'll do by seniority. Lori, do you want to go first real quick? Or are you frozen? No. Okay, wait, you're muted, babe. You got to unmute.
Okay. Yes, I'm so excited to learn that it's 7 weeks instead of 6 weeks. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just very excited about the challenge that the company has for units, for directors and
consultants too.
Consultants too. And so I'm excited. I'm sorry. I'm one of those like last minute people. I mean, I like to work consistently as well. And I don't like leaving everything to the last minute, but when it gets close, it gets very exciting. So
it does.
Yes. So we have some more Great Start qualifieds to get. We need to get our unit size up and we have some big production to do, which we haven't done for a while. in a few years for May and June. So yeah.
Okay. So you know what's really powerful about what Lori just said is if you believe it, and I know you guys, this is going to sound so cliche, and I don't mean it to, but if you believe it, you can achieve it. There's actually stickers that say that. But if you believe in your heart, like when I have had a couple instances where I broke my own personal record, but if you'd hooked me up to a polygraph machine and said, are you going to do it? I said, absolutely. There was no doubt. There was no waiver. There was no questioning. I had no idea how I was going to get there. I just knew we were going to cross the finish line. And so when you believe that in your heart, nothing is going to get in your way. And Lori, you of all people have overcome more obstacles. You got more bees than anybody in our national area. You have, yeah, see, my hive isn't as big as yours.
Well.
But it's exciting because it's not about you. It's about how many lives can you touch. So Lori, I'm so excited to see what God has in place for you over the next 7 weeks. And you're going to get kind of a plan tonight. There's a regular plan, a slightly bigger one, and then there's a smaller one. So you can kind of find like a place for you to run, a track to run on. So thank you, Lori, for sharing that. I appreciate you. Crystal Tatum, do you want to take it away? Tell us what you're most excited about.
Well, I shared with you last week that I was doing these sample boxes. And so the girls are sending the surveys in, and this last week, the pallets went out, and quite a few of them have actually ordered. So I sent off some more today, and then I'm doing my other 8. So, okay. So that was,
can I make a comment? That's a really brilliant idea. And if you guys didn't hear her idea last month or last week, it was the big compact pallets. So if you've got some of those in your inventory, you could offer those as a gift with purchase. Like if somebody spends 100, just give them one, because gang, they're going to fill it. Right.
mm-hmm.
And so when you're mailing those out, Crystal, you're filling it with samples. Is that correct?
Yeah, let me grab one real quick.
Okay. And you're sending these out to new people or current customers?
New and current.
Okay.
And then one of my girls actually got on the guest event that Janice had last week, and she won a mascara.
Yay.
So what I do is, this is what it looks like. And of course, when I do this, I dump it. But I have, this is the welcome to, Crystal's Mary Kay Be Your Own Kind of Beautiful little card. It's bright pink, so as soon as they open the box, here's the survey. And up in the corner, I put that it was a pallet, so I know, because they all fill them out. Then on the top, I have thank you for being a wonderful customer. And then I filled in, I got these little things on Amazon where I pull them out, and I've got Mary Kay, the sponges, and then the lip brush in there. And then I've got my, I did a little card like you're beautiful. Every one of them had a little saying on it.
Nice.
And then I have one of the face cards with, and I just nonchalantly put them in. I didn't decide who was going to get who, whatever.
Okay.
Then I have one of the sheet inserts from the Little Beauty Box. That's got this right here, this over here, and backwards. It's one of the smaller compacts, so they can kind of see the shadows and stuff that matches this card right here. And then I have one of the breast self-exam.
Nice
Yeah,
touch.
hard to see. Yeah, this. And so, and then I put that on top of this. So it's this, this, and then the stuff like this. And then I have a shredder, and I just took pink paper. So I was trying to be economical.
Shred.
And I just shred it.
Nice.
And I put it in here. And some of them I had little lifesavers and stuff like that in there. And then I closed it up. And then what I do is I have these little sayings that I put on the box, and then I put in pink letters, fragile, and that kind of stuff.
Nice.
But a lot of them have been getting them in the mail, like within
it's so much fun to get love mail like that, though. That's like that's like a package. I can't wait for it to get there.
So the next thing I'm doing is, because they've gotten these, then what's going to go out is you guys have to go in. Mary Kay's got all of the different looks, so you can print these off. And so I'm going to be sending all of these, and I have all of the looks. And so in about 3 days, I'm going to be sending this out, and they're ordering the eyeshadows, the blush, and I did a generic little message because I said, oop, I forgot how, the reason why I put this palette in your box. And, because a lot of them was like, I got an empty palette. What am I supposed to do with this? And I said, well, you need to try the colors. So I'll send you guys the, I can put it in the chat section. And then they went, aha. So then you're starting to order eyeshadows. So now in
Less powder, or yeah.
days, they're going to get a whole new set of eyeshadows, blush, and lipstick because I'm using all my samples. So I'm just kind of getting stuff out of my office. I've got so much product, you know, and so I'm just shoving it out there into the universe. And then they're also giving me referrals and asking me for more boxes. So I'm up to almost 30 people. My goal is 50. So it
And
costs.
you got these, excuse me for interrupting. Did you get the ones that you don't know? Did you get them off the internet or?
No, what I did is what I'm going to start doing is going into their friends now, and I do it on Messenger on Facebook. And
Okay.
I'm going to start introducing myself. Hey, I'm a friend of Carrie's, and I thought you might like to participate in this sample a month. Everybody says it's like Christmas. They go to their mailbox and they've got this box in there. And they're like, oh, when are you going to send me my next one? So the next one is waterproof eyeliner. And that's going to be great because it's in June and we're in the summertime. So I'll think of all kinds of little fun things, but it's really, and all of the girls have said that they want to share this and have skincare classes. So I'm getting ready to book all these people.
You're developing a lot of relationships, and that's truly a key to this business, because when you treat those clients like royalty like that, then it makes you very referable. They're like, oh my gosh, if you're going to get a Mary Kay girl, you need Crystal because she's the best. So that's developing relationships, which is really, really smart on your end, Crystal. So thank you for sharing that.
Front, you know, the postage is about $3 or $4 a box, but you know, I can go out, like I'm sure you guys all had great weekends and stuff with Mother's Day. So I went out and sold a bunch of baskets, and I was like, oh, cool. So I spent probably, I don't know, maybe $60 to $80 on boxes and sending them out. And then of course I can get a deduction on the compacts, because last year when they were on sale, I ordered 100 of them. So I got them, they were at 60% off. So I got them for $10. So that's really, you know, inexpensive when you think about it, because now they're filling them up with their eyeshadows and their blushes and their powders and their, you know, now we can do the blush, the cream blush. You can use that as lipstick. So, you know, it's just like thinking out of the
Never ending.
box.
That's so fun. You guys, this is what I love about us sharing. It's like, if you have an idea and I have an idea and we share them, now we both go home with 2 ideas. So Crystal, thank you so much for sharing. Melanie Nelson, do you have enough voice to share, or do you want to pass? Because I know you're a little.
I'll give it a try.
Okay.
I will. And I am purposely not putting my face on. But
Okay.
yeah, you know what? Here's the thing. I happen to be I've spent the last week with my mother-in-law. She's been in the hospital, and she was just released out of the hospital to come home on hospice. And that sounds like really, you know, I mean, really maybe tragic, but she's at peace. And you know, we're actually having a good time. My son's been here and we're just hanging out. And here's the thing. 2 years ago, my mom was on hospice, and I took care of her, and that was the month that I became a sales director. So, you know, sometimes these things, life happens, and you know, I'm excited that I have a business that I can bring in, you know, and work in between life. And yeah, so I have a whole bunch of my little makeover packets with you know, skincare samples. And as I've been meeting people, you know, I'll pick out, oh, I have, you know, color cards, various ones that I've made up, and it's like, oh, here's some colors I think would look pretty on you. You look like you're a medium to deep in CC cream, so let me put that in there. I even have a link, you know, they have a little QR code that they can scan and watch me go through the makeover or the skincare, and then at the end of that, you know, there's a secret word that they can text back to me and get a prize. So yeah, so I'm just excited. I can I have these that I can share with people wherever I am, doctors' offices, hospital rooms, nurses that come to the house. Um, like right now, I kind of feel like I'm, my focus is here with mom, but yeah, I can still connect with people. So that's what I'm excited about right now.
And it's such a good mental distraction when you've got stressful stuff going on in your personal life. Sometimes I know when my sister was sick with cancer, it was like when she slept, it could be 10 minutes, it could be 2 hours. But I went in and I had laser focus for those few minutes. And then when she woke up, I went back and we watched TV, or I'd give her a bath, whatever. And that mental break for me really helped me not get depressed, to be really honest with you, watching your sister pass. So Melanie, I hope you're just using your Mary Kay business for support and to just reassure you how, that you are a leader in this company and that God brought you to this company for a reason and you're making a difference. And so you have all of us surrounding you if you need anything. So I want you to know that.
And thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And I know you guys are there. That's what's so awesome about this business.
Yep, you're never in business by yourself. So Miss Brenda Billington, brand new Mary Kay sales director, hasn't even had her official oath, hasn't done a debut, but she is rocking it, on fire. Do you have a voice tonight or no?
Well, Melanie made me feel better because my voice isn't as bad as hers. I'm so
Miss
sorry,
Brenda, what are you
Melanie.
most excited about?
Gosh, well, duh. The fact that I am a brand new director is beyond, I still find myself going, really? Really? You're a director? Because I want to say, yes, I'm Brenda Billington, beauty consultant to people. And I'm like, oh, no, you need to start saying, I'm a sales director.
Did you change your voicemail by any chance?
Not with this voice, I'm not.
Okay, then I challenge you in the next 48 hours to change it to say, hi, you've reached the office of Brenda Billington, brand new Mary Kay sales director.
Even with this frog voice, I just
Borrow
don't know
somebody
about that.
else's voice.
Or have someone else do, but yeah.
And they'll be like, who have I called? Those people that know me will be like, wait a minute, that's
Have your
not
husband
Brenda.
make the recording. He says, hi, this is the office assistant of Brenda Billington, brand new Mary Kay sales director.
That's what
I
should
agree
do.
with Jen Goss. Your voice sounds sexy. Go for it, babe.
Thank you. Thank you, Jen. Anyway, gosh, I mean, right now it's all new and glitter and gold, but I'm excited. I'm excited to continue to grow. I was out and about today, even with this voice, and for the first time in over a week, and it just I surprised myself. I went, why you could just go ahead and just go for Cadillac. And I went and for a moment I went, who are you? But
You're Brenda Billington.
yeah, right. And so anyway, it's just the door of possibilities has just gotten wider. And that's a wonderful thing. And so that's what I'm most excited about is the possibilities are much just yeah, the door's wider.
When God plants that seed, Brenda, that seed is not planted by accident. If Cadillac seed has been planted in you, you don't have to know how you're going to get there. You just have to know that you want it more than anything. And then we can crunch numbers because it's always good to know where what kind of activity. But if that's what you've decided you can do anything. And I know Kelly Magoon is running for Cadillac and Melanie. So there's other directors that are running for Cadillac. I know Crystal is as well. So find a couple of power partners and just hold each other accountable. It's kind of like joining the gym with your friend when you go, oh, I ate too much pizza last night. I don't want to go to the gym. And she's like, I'll pick you up in 5 minutes. And you're like, oh God, but you go. And that's the whole point. Sometimes we need booking buddies. Sometimes we need phone buddies to do those blitzes. So I'm super excited, Brenda. Cannot wait to see the path that God's going to unfold right in front of you. And I just hope you're ready for that kind of abundance because it's going to be amazing.
Thanks.
So super, super excited for you. So without further ado, oh my gosh, do not tell me she just jumped off. Brenda, can you text Renee? Because I was just about to acknowledge her as a brand new red jacket. And but it might be her Wi-Fi that dropped because that does that. So Renee is Brenda's very first red jacket. So Brenda is a brand new director. Her very first month, she got a red jacket. So Renee had 2 team members that added during DIQ, and then she got her 3rd team member. Remember last week how she was typing in the chat, I'm going to do it this week. And I said, good for you. And the next thing she texted me like 3 days later, I told you I was going to do it. You should never doubt me. I said, I never doubted you. Don't put words in my mouth. I never doubted you. But it's just exciting. So she's got her daughter-in-law, who is not a very big thinker, but it's going to become a really big thinker. So
I've texted her, but she's not
jumping.
responding.
Here
Oh,
she
there
is.
she is.
we were just about, oh wait, I'm waiting till she connects on audio.
Yeah, here we go.
So Renee, we were just about to acknowledge you when you disappeared. So I'm super excited and incredibly proud of the fact that you set your sights on a red jacket. You were determined, you were focused, you were passionate. So tell us, how does it feel to have your 3rd team member?
Is she? Can she?
She's
Yes.
unmuted. Go ahead, Renee.
It feels wonderful. Wonderful. I have tried so hard and I set my goals and I'm going to continue to set those goals and achieve those goals and wherever this takes me, that's where I'm headed.
That's so exciting. And wait till you get a chance to order your jacket. And to be honest with you, rather than order it, I want to talk to you tomorrow about getting it for free, because you could pay $125 or you could get it for free. And I don't know about you, but that's a big difference in price. I'd rather do the free one than the $125 one. So we need to talk about how you can get that jacket for free.
Okay, sounds good.
I figured you'd like that. So, and I'm so excited. And Valita is on here. Valita's been with me off and on a long time. And I reached out to her because I really feel that God put her face in my head to just reach out to. And I said to her, would you consider becoming a red jacket? I'm looking for some new reds to reach our seminar goal. And about 2 or 3 days later, she texted me back, says, I'm in. I'm like, oh my gosh. So Valita, do you
Are
want
you on an airplane, Valita?
I don't know where she is. She looks like in
I
a
know she looks
cockpit
like she's on an airplane.
or a cockpit of a spaceship or something. Valita,
Just
can you
unmute.
unmute real quick or no?
Unmute. She's figuring it out.
There she
Okay.
is. Are you on an airplane?
Here I am. I'm here now. Hello.
Hello. So what
Yes.
made you decide that you want to go back into red?
I can't hear you.
What made you decide you wanted to get back into red?
I'm having problems here. I can't hear.
Okay, that's okay, babe. Don't worry about it. I'll reach out to you later.
Okay.
So I'm excited just to have Valita back because I think it's going to be a great asset. So a couple things I want to do, and then I need to put on our guest speaker because I don't want to run out of time. So first of all, y'all know Mary Kay's birthday is this month. So the company has got a special promotion with a beautiful bracelet that you can earn only this month. You don't get it next month. The great stars have to be this month. So let me screen share this really quick because I want to make sure you guys don't miss this. So May 1st through the 31st, it's our diamond anniversary. So this May, we're honoring our beloved founder, Mary Kay Ash, with a special challenge during her birthday month. It says reaching out to others with a go give heart and sharing the Mary Kay opportunity is a meaningful and fun way to honor Mary Kay Ash. So when you add 2 Great Star qualified team members, you get these 3 bracelets. Now, one of them has a half light pink and half dark pink heart. One bracelet's all dark, one bracelet's all light. So you could wear this one and give these to your 2 team members. That's what I'm going to do. Or you could just wear all 3, but it's a birthday promotion only this month. So you guys, it's not about you winning the bracelet or how you benefit. It's the lives that you're going to touch. I talked to a consultant, a gal today who was in my unit about 6 years ago, going through unbelievable stuff with court battles and an ex-husband, a bunch of stuff. And she said, I really miss my Mary Kay. I said, I would love to have you back. And she says, well, I'm not working and I need to come back because I need to work. She says, but I want to kill it this time. I want to go big or go home. I said, okay. So you just never know when you pick up a phone and you call somebody and say, you know what, are you loving your life? What would you love to have more of? And you guys write this statistic down. 46% of US households have a side hustle. And I'll tell you what, I just went to a vendor event and there were only 3 big companies like Mary Kay kind of companies. Everyone else was a startup, a candle lady, a succulent lady, a purse lady. They're really not making a lot of money and they're having to do everything themselves, website, shipping, like everything. And you guys, Those are the people that when you share the opportunity with, they really appreciate it because they've had to do it all. They do their own mailings, they do their own catalog. So to have you come into Mary Kay and it's all done for you is just such a blessing. So that's the Mary Kay birthday promotion. Then I want to share with you guys the summer product. Who has tried the summer product so far? Anybody in here tried it or you put any of it on?
I have posted it on both my page, and on regular Facebook, just posted some pics of it. I didn't, do a call to action, but yep.
Well, I will tell you guys. So this is, if you go on to Mary Kay in Touch and you click on Product Central, this has got everything on it. And if you scroll down here, there are videos you can use as well as new products. But here's what I did with these lip things. I took them all. I broke open one of every shade. I went to a networking event and I walked up to 5 women I knew, and I had my makeup remover with me in case they had on lip stuff. And I said, hey, I need to get a picture posted tonight with all 5 of these shades on. Would you like to pick one and try it? And I just took with me a Ziploc baggie with these little dough applicator thingies. And I had all 5 of these with me. And I said, which one do you want to try? I had all 5 of them colors with me and they each picked a different one. And do you know that night, everybody saw Melissa, this very fair skinned gal. She had on black and white. She had on pale pink lipstick. She put on that red. 3 people came up to me and said, I want the red Melissa has on. Like Melissa, and then Melissa bought one as well. But 3 people, when they saw it on Melissa, said, I want that. So if you guys really want to sell the product, you just need to be out and about with it. It'll sell itself. And then the foundation brush, I'm doing a foundation matching event. I'm going to tell my customers they can come to my house on a specific day or they can set up an appointment. If they bring their other brand, they get 25% off their Mary Kay foundation. And they can get a brush for $5. And you guys, you get the old you get the foundation that doesn't match their skin anyway to get out of their bathrooms. It's a win-win. And if they're really excited, I'm going to talk to them about the opportunity. Why would you not? Because you guys don't know what women are looking for. If they're lonely, they don't put that on their Facebook. I'm lonely. Usually they'll pretend like everything's fine. Or if they're needing cash, they might not tell you that they're applying for a job at Ross or Taco Bell, or you know what I mean? Like it might be the camaraderie and the support. It might be the Christian sisterhood. You have no idea. Neither do I. But if I met Crystal and I said, Crystal, what would you love more of in your life? Would it be money or travel? What would you love more of? And she might say, oh my God, I'd love to travel more. Say, tell me about that. And then write down what she tells you because she's sharing from her heart. So Mary Kay is such a great opportunity for that. So with that said, we have 2 events going on this week. Tomorrow night, Janice is doing skincare. It's in English or it's in Spanish. Now you could have samples or no samples, but when you log in, and this is important for you, Marty, and any of you who are going to invite anyone bilingual, when they log in, there's a little thing on the bottom, like a little globe thing. If they click on that, it'll automatically switch them to Spanish translation. And she translates fast because Janice talks fast. So she'll be doing skincare and charcoal and microderm. And it is tomorrow night. It starts at 6, usually ends about 6:45-ish. And she'll be doing some drawing. So consultants that are new, I highly suggest you jump on. If you feel a little rusty and haven't done a party in a while, jump on to watch. You don't have to come on camera. Janice doesn't care. You can stay off camera. But who could you get on? So I'm thinking if you're going to watch it anyway, Mary Kay used to say, let them learn while you earn. So could you get 3 or 4 of your customers to jump on, or 3 or 4 girlfriends? So that is going on Wednesday night. And then Thursday night, Sabrina Goodman-Mundy, who is phenomenal. She was personally recruited by Kathy Halou off a cruise ship because she walked by sugar sharp dress. Like Kathy Halou saw her walk by and said, I need to talk to her. How many of you guys have seen a sugar sharp woman and you almost talked to her? Like you were thinking, I should talk to her. Anybody? Well, I was shopping the other day and this woman looked like she literally fell off the cover of Vogue. And I just thought, should I say something to her? Should I not? And it was in a restaurant. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go up to her and I hand her my business card. And I said, I'm in the beauty and fashion industry and have been for decades. And I said, you are the sharpest looking woman I've seen in a month. Are you in the fashion industry? And she laughed and she goes, oh, heavens, no. I said, well, you could be a stylist for the way you look. We struck up a conversation. I gave her a vitamin C serum. She gave me her name and number. What'll come from that? I don't know. But somebody who puts that much effort in looking that sharp, you need to pay her a compliment. Most people are intimidated by him. They won't even go talk to him. And I said, I bet you get a lot of compliments. And she goes, no, I get a lot of smiles, but most people don't say anything. So seize the moment, you guys. You know, it's Mary Kay's birthday and Mary Kay's lucky number is 13. So I want to challenge you guys to start handing out 13 cards. You could do 13 cards in a day. You could do 13 cards in a week, but get yourself out there. So it's literally all about doing faces. So let's go ahead and Lori, did you have something you want to share, babe?
I was just gonna say, no, Sabrina is Gloria Mayfield Banks's person.
Oh, that's right. Glory
You're
met, but she
thinking
met her
of,
on vacation.
I can't remember her name, but anyway, Gloria found her in a shop. She had her own shop.
And she walked in and she was dressed to the nines.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys just, you know what? You never know. If you see somebody super sharp who's got a positive pep in their step and a smile on their face, those two things pretty much aren't even around in the United States right now. So if she's got a smile and a pep in her step, go talk to her. Right? She might end up being your new best friend. All right. So what I want to share with you is this really great video. Now I'll post the link. We're only going to watch about 16 minutes of this but I want to end it with a challenge. But you guys, this is going to really change the way you think about your goal that you have, because remember, everything you do personally for your business helps our unit, and it gets you to stretch slightly outside your comfort zone. So let me go on here. I'm going to share this. Get ready to take some notes. You guys are going to absolutely love this.
The thought that I had on my mind today, okay, is what could happen? What could happen in the next 7 weeks? Do you guys know that there's about 45 days, 7 weeks until seminar? All right, one of my friends told me that, and I thought, why you gotta say that? Why you gotta just come right out and say it? And I'm like, 45 days, that's it? That's it. Today is May 15th. We go to June 30th. So it's 45 days. So about 7 weeks. So I thought, what could happen in the next 7 weeks if we all, the boss babes of Mary Kay, got us a little plan to like have a 7-week blitz, okay? Like something we're going to do for 7 weeks in a row. And I know that we've had a lot of things. I know there's some graduations probably still coming up. And, you know, you're going to have to work around some of that stuff. But we got Mother's Day, had a great Mother's Day weekend. So we got that big holiday kind of behind us because a lot of us did some things with our families. And so if you really decided that you wanted to run for the next 7 weeks, what could happen? So I got a little plan, and then we're going to double it, and then we're going to cut it in half. And you can decide which one of these would fit what you need to accomplish to meet some seminar goals, okay? And what are some of the seminar goals? Well, the seminar goals could be the Queen's Court of Sales, the National Court of Sales. It could be the Princess Court of Sales for consultants that aren't quite at the national court level. It could be the Unit Court of Sales, which is 10,000 retail. So each of you could do any of those three, right? According to what you have in today. It could be the Princess Court of Sharing, which is 12 qualified team members. It could be the National Court of Sharing. It could be the Unit Court of Sharing, which would be 6, right? You could be DIQ by June 1st. You could be DIQ by July the 1st. So there's a lot that could happen in the next 7 weeks. If you ask any of the sales directors, the last week of our DIQ, we got more done than we did the first 3 months in the last week. That's no lie. I mean, like, I know people that got 15 people active in the last day, you know, or 7 people qualified in the last day. So it's just that sense of urgency. So instead of all of us waiting until June 25th and freaking out, let's start now. I'm wanting to start now, okay? So I just came up with a little something that I was thinking that you can decide. Okay, so this is the middle of the road plan. And so what is the plan? The plan is on the left side of the screen, you see to do 2 Mary Kay parties this week. 2 Mary Kay parties or 12 faces. If you want to do 1 face at a time, that's fine. Or maybe you do a big Zoom party and you have 12 people go. But a minimum of 12 faces, 2 parties with 6 people apiece. I think all of you, and you can put in the chat if you don't think I'm right, but do you believe that you could sell $400 if you had 6 people around a table,
Absolutely.
or 6 people even that had the samples that are trying them, right? Who believes that they could sell $400 to 6 people, right? Okay, most of us, y'all feel like that's not, I mean, I want to tell you that when I joined back in the day, 38 years ago, you know, our goal was to have a, you know, $300 party, a $200 to $300 party. And so today is 2023. I had a lady come over here for a facial, one facial, and she bought $261, one person. So you don't think if I had 6 around that table, I couldn't sell 400. So I'm just trying to get the emphasis. That is a reasonable amount. It's not an exorbitant amount, and you probably could do way better than this. Okay. But let's say you sold at least $400. So you had 2 parties, that's $800 in sales. And let's say that you got $200 in reorder business just by calling some of the customers that you already have. How are you doing on your cleanser? How are you doing on your moisturizer? Have you tried any of the boosters? Have you seen the new summer colors? Would you like to, you know, try one of the new liquid lip colors and something else? I mean, $200 in reorders is just, you know, 4 people buying $50 or 8 people buying $25. And to be honest, when you take our books and look through them, it's hard not to spend at least $25. So $200 in reorders. And then talk to 5 people about the career opportunity. These 5 people are going to come from those 12 faces. So you don't have to interview every one of them, but about half of them, you know, at each party, you're going to pick, you know, 2 or 3 that you can talk to, and just talk to them about the career opportunity. Explain to them how we make our money in Mary Kay, how it would benefit them. And here's the thing, the results that you would get is at the end of the week, you'd have 12 new customers. This time, next Boss Babe call, you would have $1,000 in retail sales, because you'd sell 800 from your parties, 200 from your reorders. So all of you that had a $200 week last week with 0 parties, get excited that that could change from a $200 week to a $1,000 week. You would have enough to do a 500 wholesale order this next week, okay, at the end of the week. Order some of that new product that you've been wanting. And the results of 5 interviews, 5 career chats is usually for a consultant. 1 out of 5 people will join. That's just the numbers that we have been saying for a million years. 1 out of 5. Now, could you get all 5? You could. You could. Let's just say 1 out of 5. All right. So just look at this, the consistency of doing this. In the next week, if you did the same exact thing, you did not increase it any, then these would be your results after 2 weeks. 24 customers, 2,000 in sales, $1,000 wholesale, cumulative. Okay. So you would finish your Be Golden by the end of May. So I'm just saying you have 0 in right now. You haven't ordered at all. So you could do your Be Golden. Actually, you'd be a golden girl, according to what you want to call it, you know, with $1,000 wholesale. And you would have 2 team members by the end of the month, 2 new. Isn't that exciting? Okay. By the end of the 3rd week, it would be June 3rd. If you did the same exact thing, 36 new customers, 3,000 retail, 1,500 wholesale, you would do the Be Golden. All right. Early in the month, because you'd have a 500 wholesale in, but you may even already had, you know, you possibly could have a little bit more than that, right? You'd have 3 new team members. So if you started off today, May 15th, with 0 team members, you could be in your red jacket in 3 weeks. Yay. Just by adding 1 person a week, you know, out of those 12 faces, out of those 5 career chats a week. On the 4th week, you guys, it really gets exciting. 48 new customers, 4,000 retail sales. This is cumulative. You'd have $2,000 wholesale order. So you'd have your Be Golden for June. You would be a star consultant, because if you ordered the $500 a week, and this is week number 4, and you started this week, then you would be a star consultant, because the quarter ends June 15th. Yep. So you'd be a Sapphire Star consultant. That's if you have 0 in right now. You might already have orders in since March 15th. Probably y'all do, because you're boss babes. But let's say you didn't. Maybe you just joined today. Okay. And then you would have 4 new team members. That's red jacket. So when 3 of those 4 become qualified, you're a star. That's one of the things you had to do. and 3 qualified, you win the most important thing, scarf. And if we keep going, you might get that. Well, we'll see. You get the red jacket free, right? So week number 5, you would have
Wow.
60 new customers. Can y'all imagine 5 weeks from now having 60 new customers? 5,000 retail sales. You would have done 2,500 wholesale. Of course, you got the Be Golden in. You'd have 5 new team members. You'd be a team leader.
You guys also realize though, if you have 5,000 in sales and 2,500 goes in an order, that means about 2,300, because you're going to have some expenses, but 2,300 goes into your family's checking account. So could you imagine by June 17th telling your family, mom's got $2,300, so let's do a fun vacation, you know, go to Disneyland for a couple. I mean, like that's profit for your family.
Okay, at this point, this says when you have 3, you win the scarf. If all 5 of those new ones became qualified, you'd actually win a free red jacket,
Woo.
which I forgot to put on here. But that's a pretty big deal. And you get to go across stage at seminar. All right. And of course, directors, y'all know all this counts for our stuff too, right? On week number 7, okay, this is the last week of the month. Did I do 6? No. Okay. So the 6 is 72, 6,000 retail sales, 3,000 wholesale. Be Golden. You have 6. You're still a team leader. And of course, you're still working on getting your qualifieds, right? Okay. On week 7, this is the end, and this is a short week. It's only 5 days. We're going to call it a week though. If you squeeze those 2 parties in that week and finished up in a 7-week, contest, your retail would be 7,000, 3,500 wholesale. Of course, 7 team members. You'd have a pretty good chance of getting the qualified to win the scarf and to get the red jacket on stage. All right. Now look right here. If today, June 15th, you have 3,000 retail in sales for the year. So you would look at your at a glance and see what your retail for the seminar year is. How much do you have in on the court of sales? If you have 3,000 in and you did this, you would still be on your unit court of sales.
Mm-hmm.
If you only had 3,000 in, that means from July the 1st to June 15th, you only ordered 3,000 retail, which is 1,500 wholesale. Okay. So if you have 13,000 in already, then you would finish your princess court. If you have today 33,000, you would finish the national court. So, and then on the recruiting, if you had 0 today, you have 0 recruits, then you would finish this as at least a team leader.
Wow.
If you had 1 recruit, you could finish as an elite team leader with 8, right? And if you had 3 on today, you're already in your red jacket or more, you could finish with 10, go DIQ June 1st.
That's you.
And I say
Renee.
10 because if you're going to do the 8 out of the gate, you have to go DIQ by June 1st. But, I put June 1st and I meant July right there. But anyway, there's going to be typos. That's why I have typos so people can talk to me and point them out. So I point them out. I'm pointing them out myself. But anyway, so by July 1st. But, if you already had a few, then you possibly go DIQ June 1st, right? Because, you would have, you could get your people and already have the team members by the end of this month, possibly. So let's say you're like, I already do all that, Cleta. I mean, that's like piddly. So why don't you double those efforts? If you doubled everything we said. So what is doubling? Doing 4 parties or 24 faces, sell 400 at each party, which would be a $1,600 week, okay, in sales. Sell 400 in reorders and talk to 10 people about the career opportunity a week. So you would just double this. If you doubled it, your results would be 14,000 in retail sales. For you and your family, that's $7,000 of profit that you could go and do something for your family. All right. What could you do with that? I mean, hey, you could take 1,000 of it and go to seminar. That's what I would do with it. You would have 14 new team members. So you would more than likely you would be in DIQ and halfway done, okay, which is pretty exciting, and 168 new customers. And so you might be sitting there thinking, are you kidding? I hadn't sold anything in 10 weeks. Well, you might want to do half. That's okay. So maybe it's too much and you can't even wrap your brain around it. You could start out saying, all right, I'm going to do half. I'm going to do 1 party a week or or 6 faces, okay? And or 6 faces. 2 to 3 chats. So of the 6 faces, 2 or 3 of them, you got to talk about the business. Okay. So your results after 7 weeks of 1 party or 6 and or 6 faces a week and 2 chats, and at least $100 in reorders instead of $200, at least $100. Okay. Then you would still have 42 customers that are new, 3,500 in sales, 1,750 wholesale, be golden both months, and 3 or 4 new team members, which is your red jacket.
So exciting.
1 little baby party a week, and talk to 2 or 3 of those girls and about the career opportunity, and then $100 in reorders, which anybody can do. Okay. So here's the thing. Or you could do nothing. And this would be your results by doing nothing. So the truth is, it is your decision what you're going to decide you're going to do. And it can make the difference in your career, and think what it would do for you and your family. So I just say, it's go time. So let's go back just for a minute. Let's go back to this week. So this is the plan. It's the middle road plan. Okay. 2 a week, sell $400 at both the parties. So you might say, well, what if I have a party and only sell $100? Well, at your next party, you better bump it up and get you a $700 party. You're going to have to make it up so that your averages work out. Not every single party will be exactly 400. We have no way to know how much we will sell at a party, right? It's depending on a couple of things. 1, how much money do the people have that are sitting at your table? Number 2, do they have a need to buy some new products? Number 3 could be the age of them. Do they have a job? I mean, some different things. If you go and do a party with 6 11-year-olds and their mom is, just for fun for a birthday party, you're probably not going to sell, as much as if I do a party with 6 50-year-olds or 6 40-year-olds. You have to kind of look at the age group, look at the people that have jobs, that wear makeup, that care about their skin. Okay. And just think, could I do it? Could I do 2 parties a week? Could I do 1 or could I do 4? Whichever one you want to do. And think about your goal that you have. How far away from what you want, how far away are you right now? And then pick which one of these that could help you get there. So this is the two a month is the 7,000. Okay. 7,000 and 7 new. Double that is going to be 14,000 and 14 new. Half it is 3,500 and 3 or 4 new. Okay, so don't want to make it too confusing. I just wanted you to think, what could I do consistently and maybe make a difference between now and seminar? And here's the deal. If you did something consistently every week for the next 7 weeks, number 1, your skills are going to be so much better. Because it's just like if I said, I'm going to bake a chocolate cake twice a week, every week for 7 weeks. Number 1, I would be bigger than a barn because I would eat it. But number 2, by that 7th week, I could probably by the 2nd week, I could probably do it without the instructions. I could probably know how many cups of sugar I need. I could know how much, flour I need, how much cocoa. And by the end, I'd be like my mom. I wouldn't even measure. I go, boop, 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 stir, done, cook, ice, done, right? That's how you'll be with your parties. The first one, if you haven't done one in a few weeks, a few months, ever, you're going to be rusty. Your sales will catch up though. And I bet you they will average out, Today, someone called me and wanted to book a facial with me. She wanted to do it last week and I got kind of sick. I know I sound like a man tonight. And she said, do you have any time today? Well, I had a lunch meeting. I'm supposed to go to the doctor. I had to go do 2 or 3 things. And I said, yes, I do. Why? Because this is my career. And what I do is I put product on people's faces, right? So I said, yes. And I thought I can rearrange stuff. So, and y'all know we're under kind of reconstruction here. So I said it for I said I can do it at 3, 4, or 5. And she said, what about 3? I was hoping for 5, but she said 3. So between the time she told me, which was about 10:30, my lunch meeting was at noon. You know, I did a load of laundry. I vacuumed the entire house. I cleaned the bathrooms. I picked up all the stuff in the dining room that was construction wise, put it on another way. You know, like I blitzed the whole entire house, got the stuff out, put it in the dining room, set it all up, and then went to the lunch meeting, come back, rush in here, put it all out. And I was ready to go, cool as a cucumber. And she's like, how do you get your energy? I'm like, I don't know. I take vitamins anyway. But, you know, and she bought $261. And I thought, it's so dumb that we think we don't have time to do a facial or a party.
All right. So what I want to share with you guys, I'm super glad we got to hear. Did you not love that? I love Cleta's and how easily she broke it down. So what it boils down to, though, is doing faces. So I'm going to give you guys a couple texting scripts and a couple ideas, and we're going to end in 5 minutes because I want to challenge you, if you're on the West Coast, to reach out to some people tonight. So one thought would be is the goal of 12 faces. And you could totally run with that and say, like, I might call Lori, one of my customers, and say, Lori, I'm going to challenge this week to pamper 12 faces. Can I borrow your face? Now, if I haven't facialed Lori in 3, 4, 5 years, or maybe never, or maybe she's only buys lipstick from me or eye makeup remover, I'd say, and she'd say, well, sure, Diane, I'm just really busy. So I totally understand, but it's just, it won't take long. So you could book her for a face. Once you book her for a face, then you can say, well, you know, Lori, if we're getting together tomorrow night, it's just as easy for me to do you by yourself as it is to do a few of your friends. And I'd love to give you a half price item for every friend you bring. Anything you want, like literally anything you want. Could even be the sonic brush, could be the most expensive thing we sell. I'll give you a half price item for letting me pamper you and for every girlfriend you bring. Well, Lori's not going to come by herself. I can tell you that. She'll find at least 1 or 2 people because she's thinking, what else can I get at half off? So that's one approach. Another approach might be letting them know that your goal is to do 2 parties a week, and all it has to be is them plus 4. That's just what I would shoot for, is you plus 4, because that gives you a total of 5 at each party, which is your 10, or you could do 6, whatever it is you want to do. But give her an incentive. So it might be $100 shopping spree for free. It might be for every person there, she gets an item at half off. And I think honestly, people are very, very motivated by that, because gang, if she chose lifting serum and she chose the sonic brush, she chose the most expensive things in our line, that's not a bad thing. Yes, you don't make the profit on those, but if she brings me 5 people so she can get 5 things at half off, I'm okay with that. She can get the whole repair set at half off if she brought me 5 people. Each item, there's, 5 items. So don't, and realize that she would then get hooked on skincare, which then comes back in a reorder. But hopefully if she comes with her 5 friends, you recruit her and turn her friends into her customers, right? So you could also do it in honor Mary Kay's, but here's the deal. It's about making a decision, drawing a line in the sand and saying, there is no turning back. There is no quitting. There is no, I'm going to give it a try. If you hire a trainer at a gym and the trainer says, great, I need you to do this many sit-ups or this many whatever, and you go, well, I'll give it a try. I guarantee you that trainer is going to pull you aside and have a chat and say, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you hired a trainer because you wanted to get amazing results. So you can't try. You have to either do it or you don't. And the trainer's right? You're either going to do the workout or you're not. So it's about making a decision. So I will tell you guys, everything you do impacts your unit. You might not think anyone's watching you, but whether you are Jen Goss or Marty or Renee or Valita, whoever, you guys don't realize when you post something on your unit Facebook page, oh my gosh, I just had a $300 day. Or, oh, I'm so excited, I did 4 faces this week. You are making a difference because other people see that and think, well, if she did it, I can do it. Like it's the whole FOMO, like, oh my gosh, everyone's doing faces. And so I want to just tell you guys, start tracking. You guys, I guarantee you, I could pick Valita. I'll pick Valita. There are people she used to have on PCP. She may not have them on PCP anymore, or maybe not the same group. But I bet if I said to you, I'll give you $100 for every face you get to say yes in the next 24 hours, no limit, you guys would go nuts. You guys would probably be texting people saying, I'm apologizing, it's 10 o'clock at night, but do you want to book a party? If I gave you $100 for every booking, most of you would get 10 bookings for $1,000, right? That's fast, easy cash. Well, gang, you're going to make more than 200 in sales at every one of those parties. So just play the game. Pretend every booking you do get paid $100. So the party that I had in Dublin, I said to the lady, here's the deal. I need to learn how to do this pass and not sniff and smell, but pass it, try it, no makeup coming off, that kind of party. And I said to the gal, I'll give you $100 of free product if you'll have a party. She's like, she didn't even miss a beat. She's like, okay. I thought, well, that was easy. So I'm just offering somebody $100 of free product. Now you don't have to do that. You could tell them, or how about this? How about a $200 shopping spree at half off? Now she's thinking, but that cost me the same as $100 of free product, right? $200 at half off. I don't lose any money. Zero. How many of you guys, honestly, if I said to you, will you book a party for me if I give you a $200 shopping spree at half off? How many of you would say yes? Anybody in here would say yes? Okay, some of you would. So I'm going to tell you, keep in mind, women are busy. And if she's a successful, sharp woman, you got to entice her with bigger stuff. You can't just say, I'll give you an eye makeup remover. She's going to go, yeah, no. So whether you do it on the face, on the back of the hand, whatever. And think about this. If your goal was to get 2 or 3 faces on tomorrow night, they will fall in love with the product watching Janice do her thing. Then you can take them and say, oh my gosh, Valita, if you liked last night, how would you like to get a $100 shopping spree at half off or a $200 shopping spree at half off? If you could get 5 of your friends together, that's what I'm going to give you. Valita's like, I'll do that because she just tried the product. She wants it. She doesn't want to pay for it. So you guys can help women find a way. So you could use Mary Kay's birthday as an excuse for the next 2 weeks. You could do a buy one, get one. You could offer a half off shopping spree. But the bottom line is you've got to just get on the phone. So personally for me, I would rather not book it by texting. I know some of you prefer texting. So if that's your mojo and that's your expertise, go for it. What I would probably do if it were me is I'd want to take a cute picture of me with my lips on, my jacket on, a quick selfie. Doesn't have to be professional, just a quick selfie. And I'm going to put something on there like, hey, Crystal, it's Diane, your MK girl. How's your face doing? And I've been thinking about you. I have a really important question. When do you have a minute I can ask, or when do you have a minute I can ask you a really important question? Always end the text with a question, and I'm going to hit send. Now you better be prepared because if you do that to 10 people, a few are going to say, call me now, call me now. So space them out in case 4 people say, call me now. But you guys could all still get a booking tonight. There's absolutely no reason. It's exactly 7:30 right now. There's no reason you guys couldn't get a booking. So there's a challenge. If you get 1 booking within 24 hours, you get a little surprise. You get 2 bookings, I'm going to send you something pretty outrageous. You get 3 bookings between now and 24 hours from now, I'm going to send you something and you're going to say, I cannot believe she gave me that for getting 3 parties booked. Okay. And that includes all the directors on here as well. So 3 parties is a prize that makes your mouth fall open. 2 parties is a good prize. 1 party, you still get a gift. But I want you guys to just find people that will say to you, and you guys can use the new format and say, there's a new format. As a leader, I need to learn the new format. I'm not taking your makeup off. It's all on the back of your hand. You could do that, or you could do an in-person on their face, whatever you want to do, whatever excites them and whatever excites you. Because if you're passionate and you're excited, no one's going to say no. And if they say, let me get back to you and say, okay, well, I need to get 3 of these done by tonight. So could you call me in the morning? And if they say, I need to check with my friends. So those of you who are new, everyone will say, let me check with my friends. Like my new team member just said, well, let me check with my friends. And I said, you know, Stacy, if you ask your friends, they're going to say a week from Friday and I'm already booked. So I said, why don't we do this? Why don't we pick a date that you're available and I'm available and we'll send out an invite and see what happens. And she was, oh, okay, we can do that. And she was totally up for that. Because getting women together is like herding cats. And I always tell people that. So I want to thank you guys for being on. Congratulations, Renee. I'm so incredibly proud. I cannot wait to do your red jacket oath and do your red jacket debut. Valita, I'm excited about you getting into red. Brenda, your director debut is going to be off the chart. We got to get, I did not hear back from PD, but I'll let you know tomorrow. Melanie, get better. Bree, thank you for being on for Melanie's unit. Marty, I really feel that God put you in this company to get into red and to really tap into the Latina market. Hilda, same thing. You guys could be customers of mine instead, but you know what? God led you to this company for a reason. So don't let those seeds that he planted in your brain to go to just nothing happen. Make it happen. All right. We got 7 weeks, you guys, to pull the rabbit out of a hat. So if you're not a magician, you're going to get to be a magician, right? All right, you guys. So remember, tomorrow night is Janice's event. Thursday's the sharing event. And I have a bunch of parties scheduled. So if anybody wants to watch any of mine, a couple are on Zoom and a couple are in person. So anyway, I can't wait to see who gets 3 bookings, and you guys have to show everybody what you get in the mail. Okay? All right, you guys have a wonderful evening. Get booking. Okay, bye.